morning, students. As we have seen in our previous sessions about classification and regression, today we are going to study about neural networks, and in that specifically we are going to study about backpropagation neural networks. So backpropagation is basically used for classification as well as for regression. So in this image you can see that a dog image is input to the neural network and a cat image is input to the neural network, and the neural network is basically trained to identify which particular image is being input, and it is a backpropagation because it believes in giving the error back to the neural network. The previous iteration values are given back to the neural network, and it learns from the errors by reducing the errors in every iteration. So the error is basically the difference between the predicted value and the expected value. So here, as soon as you input a dog image, the neural network is trained to identify it as a dog based on the classification of the features of the dog. And similarly, a cat, if it is input, it can differentiate between the cat and the dog, and it will classify it as a cat. So this is how a neural network can be used for classification. So this is one of the best examples that can be given, and let us study more about backpropagation algorithm in the forthcoming session. Let us continue with it. Good morning, students. Today let us study about backpropagation in neural network. So this is one of the techniques which is very popular and in machine learning and very useful for various applications. We'll be seeing the key takeaways soon. So we'll have a brief introduction to neural networks. We will study about the different types of backpropagation neural networks, and we will see the applications of backpropagation neural network, followed by certain assignments which are very important and related to specifically this topic. So neural network is basically a system or it could be a hardware that is designed to operate like a human brain. The intention of neural network, designing the neural network, was to see that it works very much like a human brain. The way human brain thinks, in that way it should be working. Right? So these are neural networks are basically parallel computing devices which are basically an attempt to make a computer model of a brain. The main objective is to develop a system to perform various computational tasks faster than the traditional systems. So traditional systems are comparatively slow. The objective of neural network is to see that it is performing or working faster. So some of the tasks which include where neural networks can be applied are pattern recognition, classification, approximation, optimization, and data clustering. So these are methods where these techniques are more popular. Now, as we have seen what is neural network, let us see what is backpropagation neural network. Right? So this is an algorithm that basically backpropagates. Right? It propagates the errors from the output node to the input node. So there is a circular fashion of information moving. The output is fed back again. Output of the previous iteration is fed back again to the inputs, and so on till the network is trained. Right? So that is what is simply referred to as backward propagation of errors. So backpropagation is an essential mechanism by which neural networks get trained. So it's a mechanism that is basically used to fine-tune the weights of the neural network, and this is in regards to the error rate that is basically produced in the previous iteration. Error rate is basically the difference between the predicted value and the expected value. So if at all it is not very close to the expected value, the predicted value is not very close to the expected value, the error is fed back and an improvement process is basically done. So backpropagation in neural network is about the transmission of information and relating this information to the error that is basically generated by the model when a specific guess, or it could be called as a predict also, was made. Now backpropagation in short form for backpropagation of errors. So that's basically the full form. Backpropagation is the short form for back propagation of errors, and it is a standard method of training artificial neural networks. So it's a very standard technique. So this method basically helps to calculate the gradient of loss function with respect to the all specific weights that are used in the neural network. Now this is basically the architecture of a backpropagation neural network, right? You can see one is basically the input layer, right, which takes certain inputs. They are x1, x2, so on up to xi, and certain weights are also assigned to each and every input node. They are multiplied, they are summed, and then that is fed to the input layer. We have two input layers here, you can see, hidden layers. 2 is basically the hidden layers, right? So we can have multiple hidden layers, and the hidden layers perform certain numerical conversions, trying to see that the input is converted to the output, and then finally the hidden layers are giving the input to the output layer. Now at this particular point, the difference is calculated, the difference between the predicted value and the expected value, and as there is a lot of difference in the desired value, the input is of the output of this particular phase iteration is fed back, right? You can see the red color arrows, they are basically back propagation, where they are sent back, right? So backprop output layer they are called. So this continues till the network is trained, till the expected value is very close to the, till the predicted value is very close to the expected. Now what is this learning rate? As I told you, during the backpropagation, it learns, the network learns. So it learns at a specific rate. So the learning rate is defined in the context of optimization and minimizing the loss function. So whatever errors are basically coming during the phase are reduced, right? So minimizing the loss function of a neural network. So it refers to the speed at which a neural network can learn new data by overriding the old data. So the old data is basically separated out, and it learns the new data. So the speed matters there. So we basically have two types of propagation network. They are basically static propagation and recurrent backpropagation. Static backpropagation and recurrent backpropagation. So static backpropagation is a type of a network that aims to produce a mapping of a static input for the static output. Here the input and output both are static. Right? So these kind of network are basically capable for solving static classification problems like OCR. OCR basically stands for optical character recognition. So this is basically where the characters are recognized by using this network, where data doesn't change much. Then we have the recurrent backpropagation. So this is another type of network. This is employed in fixed point learning, and the activation in the recurrent backpropagation network are fed forward till it attains a fixed value. Right? So here the values will change, and till an expected value is obtained, it keeps on repeating. So following this, an error is calculated and propagated backward. Right? So a software neuro solution, this basically has the ability to perform the recurrent propagation. So neuro solutions is a software which basically performs the recurrent back propagation. There is a basic difference, right, between them. So the key difference is the static backpropagation offers immediate mapping, while mapping recurrent backpropagation is not very immediate. Right? So static is immediate, and recurrent backpropagation is not very immediate. Now let us see the advantages of backpropagation followed by disadvantages. So it is simply fast and easy to program. Backpropagation is very fast to program. It is very simple. Though the learning is very slow, will be seen. Only number of inputs are tuned, and not any other parameters. So only a few of the inputs are tuned basically to see that we get the expected output, and not all of the parameters are tuned. So no need to have a prior knowledge of the network. So here prior knowledge of the network is not needed. Then it is basically very flexible, and it is a standard approach for applied for various tasks, and it works very efficiently. and it does not require the user to learn special functions. Disadvantages are also there. As I told you, when there are advantages, there have to be disadvantages also. So back propagation possibly be sensitive to noisy data and irregularity. So it is very sensitive. If at all there is any noise, the results can change. So and also it can produce irregular results. So the performance of this is highly reliant on the input data. So the performance of the backpropagation very much depends on what sort of input data you give. If you give good input data, the output obviously will be produced good. If the input is very noisy and having a lot of issues, then obviously the expected result will never be good. It needs excessive time for training. So these networks are basically slow learners. So a lot of time is needed to train them, and they basically need a matrix-based method for backpropagation, and instead of a mini batch. So matrix-based method can basically be a bit more complex and will be a bit more time consuming. Then there are applications also. Of course, it has a wide area where it could be used. So it is used in the field of speech recognition. It is used in the field of character and face recognition. Here where this is very popular for face recognition. Like for example, Facebook does that, right? Whenever you upload a photo, a person could be tagged or recognized with respect to the face in the photograph. You can see that whenever you upload a photo on Facebook, what happens is the person is automatically tagged. That is basically where face recognition comes into picture. And it can be also used for data forecasting model. So these are some of the important applications. Of course, it has varied applications, but we are focusing on a few important ones. So these are some questions for today's session, very specific to this. Right? So just an introduction to neural network and how the architecture works, and the way the working of backpropagation neural network happens. The diagram which we saw where input is taken, various hidden layers are shown, and the output is fed back to the previous layers, intermediate layer, previous iterations value is fed to the next layer. And we also studied about the different types of backpropagation neural network, that is static and recurrent neural network. So these are some of the important questions, and if you have any queries, do not hesitate to contact me at the specified email ID. Thank you. We are done for. We will stay connected to the other sessions.